Hello, Ogden Air Logistics Complex teammates. This video is just a means for us to check in on how the diversity and inclusion discussions are going. First, thank you. Thank you to all of you who have joined in on the discussion. No doubt it has been intimidating and emotional for many, but you have pushed through and gotten to that necessary talk. Every employee should feel like their voice matters, because it does. Our Town Hall by 10 sensing sessions are an avenue for us to share how we've individually experienced race. We owe it to each other to be open, to listen, to seek understanding and understanding other points of view. I hope we continue the dialogue, and to that end, we've asked Denise Elbert, a Wingman Advocate and the Diversity and Inclusion Lead, and Dave Hipp, also a Wingman Advocate, to share their experiences and what they've seen as they've participated in some of these discussions. I hope you'll listen in, and remember, the town hall discussions, sensing sessions are not over. This is not a wrap-up. It's just really a midpoint check-in. So Denise and Dave, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dave, can you believe we're having courageous conversations?
Believe it, I've seen it. It's amazing.
Everyone is to be commended for participation in the sensing sessions, but we've just begun, right?
Absolutely.
So I have observed that there are many people who are speaking up and sharing their stories, and you have to be bold and courageous to share your story. But not everyone is speaking. You see that, Dave?
I see some people that are reluctant, but they do join in.
Yes. There's a reason for their reluctance. In the circles where people look like you, many people are quiet because of a thing we call white fragility. That's the discomfort and the defensiveness on the part of white people when we have to talk about things like racism, injustice, and inequality. People who look like me, Dave, they have a different issue. They usually have suffered from some form of racial trauma because they have been discriminated against, and many people just haven't heard their stories, and now they don't think they should tell them. What have you observed, Dave?
Well, you know, Denise, when I went into the sensing sessions, I learned some things. I learned about white privilege, and I understood and was able to incorporate it in my life and my understanding of perspective, which was great. I realized when I walk into a store as a white male, I have a different experience than someone who walks into a store as a black man. So it is a wonderful idea for us to have that kind of a concept in our mind as we approach different types of events and realize we may be having different experiences.
You're so right, Dave. I'm so glad that you shared that. Everyone has a story, and we encourage you to share your story.
Thanks, Denise. Let's turn our time over now to our Air Force Materiel Command Commander, General Bunch.
We need to be comfortable having some uncomfortable conversations right now, folks. The other piece that I need you to be willing to engage in, I have asked the squadron leaders to have conversations at their level. They're uncomfortable having those conversations, but they're doing a great job. What I ask for you is have a little patience as they have those dialogues. There's a chance they're going to say something that may not be 100% right. As long as their heart's in the right place and they got the right intent, I have told them I have their back. I need them to have those dialogues, because if we can't raise our awareness, then we don't know where to put our emphasis and how to go at this. So I ask you, have those conversations, talk to people, take a little time and read and learn. We'll all be better for it.